Yeah, good morning, Yusuf. All right, so good morning, everybody. My name is Ekunda Oluwatoyosi. For those that are just joining us for the first time, we usually do this Monday live session where we come on board here to teach people on, a couple of things that they need to know to get started in like their trading career and how they get to be, better at what they are doing. Yeah. So today we'll be looking at different peers. We'll be doing a bit of more diverse stuff today. We'll be looking at like different pairs that we will be trading, and part of those pairs might be we'll be looking at, for instance, we'll be looking at GBPAUD, and we'll also be looking at USD CHF, while we'll be looking at XAUUSD, which is the most important, and some other pairs like that. So first of all, let's dive into gold. What do we see currently on gold? So I'm not going to be giving an explanation based on emotions. I'll be telling you what I am seeing currently. All right. So let's get started, guys. So for me, sincerely right now, what I am seeing is market break of structure here. We had a proper break of structure here. If you guys go back to watch our YouTube video in the last one, you remember I was saying something similar. So we had the break of structure here, right? And then what did market do? Market pushed up price here and tagged back price into this lower high area. So market tagged back price into this lower high area, as you guys can see. So it tagged back price into this lower high area that is here, and we actually started selling. So for me, if we get another break of structure below this area, say market is maybe parameter market push down price. Let's say, for instance, maybe market push down price, right? So if market push down price around this low, then we should see a continuation pattern for the sales. Are you guys with me? So for now, if I'm going to be looking at, some solid entries, I will be looking at markets retesting this area that is here, to show that there is a double break of structure showing continuation in pattern for like the sales. So once market breaks below this particular area, we can expect maybe a pullback, clearing this one and coming higher into this particular area that is here, and then we'll see the sales. I'm going to draw the chart pattern for you guys right now. I'll draw the chart pattern for you guys right now, so you guys understand clearly what I am talking about, so you're not looking all shocked and stuff. Do you understand me? So I'm going to draw the patterns and just hold on. I'll draw the pattern for you guys now. All right, so let's do this. Just pay attention. It's very, very important that you do that. Oh, okay. All right. So now let's look at this. Now, if you have markets maybe slowly pushing down price around this area, say maybe market push down price from here and then break structure around here. Now, if we have a proper break below this area, it shows a double break of structure. What I'm expecting is the market to slowly come up, kill these two areas per venture, and then we have market push up price here, and then we have the sell continuation. Why am I saying that? So automatically you'll be looking at this area as an area of break of structure. This would now be another break, right? That'll be another break there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that'll be another area of break. This one that is basically here, while we have another break of structure that already happened here initially, right? So making it double break of structure, which is basically 2. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So if we get a break below this area that is here, it sort of shows us the continuation in sell pattern. So if we get a break below this area and the market pulls back, market is going to terminate these 2 zones that is here, then only activate this one that is higher, that is here. So now if you're going to mark that, you basically mark this out as like your rectangular zone. I'm not going to say much, but I will give you all of the breakdowns that you need. So, and the market pushing up price and deciding to sell from here would represent a continuation pattern of the sales, right? Why am I saying that? This also represents an external break of structure, while these ones that are here actually sort of represent an internal break of structure. So if you see market pull back to these zones, this particular lower high, they might basically not hold for long. Why? Because you still have an external zone here that is stronger on the 4-hour time frame. Because if we put this on H4, you clearly see it on the H4. Can you see what I'm talking about? This is a proper pullback zone by weak rejection on the 4-hour time frame. But these zones that are here are not proper pullbacks. They are just market trying to retest an area. But this particular zone shows market reactions because it has rejected that zone where a market pushed up price there and it sold. So if we then put this back to 45 minutes time frame, you clearly see that this is a retest area that market would most likely respect. If we see a proper break below this area, that would now show us that that is a double break of structure showing continuation pattern of the sales. So if we then see a double break of structure showing continuation pattern of the sales here, and we are fortunate enough for us to see a pullback, it's two things. If it breaks below this area and doesn't pull back, it will continue to sell all the way down, right? But if it breaks below this area and pull back, I'm expecting the pullback at least to 2670 area, which is here. So pulling back into this zone, you should be able to see the continuation of the sales and the market reacting all the way to the downside continuously. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So that way, you know that you're expecting some kind of reactions if market pushes up price into that area. So for me, if you are looking at it overall, gold is looking, gold is still bullish. That I won't deny that fact, right? It is still bullish, but it's beginning to give us some possible sales. But it doesn't basically mean you should go all in or start risking like crazy in between all of those sales. You should still give it time, right? And then see how you can basically like scale with it. But at the end of the day, the sales is looking visible because we've had a break of structure one here, and we might possibly have another break of structure two. And not just the break of structures, but because we are now having lower high areas. This is a lower high area. This is a lower high area by weak rejection. This is another lower high area, but is an internal one, which basically not hold. Most people will have their stop losses and their entries arranged here. So what markets will basically try to do is to try and push up price, take them out here, maybe move higher into this area that is here, and then have the contention of the sales, right? But you want to make sure that you are applying risk management and you're trying to like be careful as much as you can so that basically you don't get caught up in all of that whole shenanigan, especially when gold start picking up buys. If you start the buy projections, it gets crazy, right? And that basically just summarizes what I'm looking. So for me, unless I see otherwise, I'm still expecting XAUUSD sales at this area that I just marked out for you. But those in the forex signal room, we're getting live trades as I basically progress through the week, right? So also let's pick another pair. Let's look at the other pair that I just told you guys. The second pair that I'm looking at, so I hope you already screenshotted that zone, but you already saved it. So the second pair that I'm looking at is USD CHF. Let's look at USD CHF on the 2-hour time frame. So USD CHF, USD CHF. We're looking at USD CHF on the 2-hour. Let's go down to 2-hour time frame for USD CHF. I don't entertain questions during Zoom call. Any of your questions you send to my DM, our support, and then we'll sort it out. Because this Zoom call will be uploaded on YouTube, and I don't want any distractions. Thank you. All right. So for me, what do I see? I basically see a high and the sweep of the high. So if you see a high and the sweep of the high, you sort of would mark out this projection area like this. All right. So if you mark out this area, so let's even say this is on the 3-hour. So if you mark out that eye, for instance, and then you basically mark out that area, right? If you mark out this complex pullback zone that is here, this complex pullback zone that is here, because we had the break of structure below this area, this complex pullback that is here, represents a lower high, right? But we both know that there's a likelihood that that lower high might not hold, right? So what market is going to do is market will try to basically push your price higher. Please pay attention to these videos. These videos cost a lot of money, right? Where people, it costs a lot of money. But although we won't explain everything to you here, because it's not a mentorship program, but for the sake of trying to do live sessions, we would give you something that is enough for you to at least make money for yourself. Right? So what would then happen is this is what would most likely happen. Market to come back to this area that is here because the lower high area, most people will have their stop losses and their entries maybe around here or here. Market to pull back, push up into this zone, tag price, and then push higher into this area that is here. Right. So for me, the projection on USD CHF will be market pushing up right now. It might not necessarily happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, it might happen this week, but just know that market will probably at some point slowly push up price into this area that is here. Now, if we're going to look at this trade, the trade would be a speculation of say short, say let's drag this here. So if you drag this and drag this down, this is a 24 pip stop loss. Right, so 24 pip stop loss, a 24 pip stop loss, and you're looking at maybe say 117 pips take profits on this trade alone. So, and this is quite possible if market is able to tap price into that particular area that I showed you guys. It's very, very possible. And this is for USD CHF. Then let's look at one more. Let's look at GBPAUD was what I saw those trades and I'm like, these trades might have some possible rejections. So I think I said GBPAUD, right? So GBPAUD, GBPAUD. Then I'll now analyze GBPUSD afterwards. GBPAUD. Let's add that. GBPAUD. Let's use Saxo. I'm coming. I'm trying to fish out GBPAUD. Hold on, guys. GBPAUD. Hold on. All right, so let me try and I'm trying to get the GBPAUD thing. Okay. That GBPAUD had to add. Sorry, guys, just hold on for me a moment. Um, let's see. All right, so this will be AUD. And let's look at what we have here. Let's analyze on the 4-hour time frame for GBPAUD. So for GBPAUD, let's look at it. Okay, so what I'm currently seeing right now on GBPAUD is current buys, right? And I'm going to explain the reason for you, but that doesn't mean you should basically take heavy risks. Just pay attention to what I'm about to explain, which is the most important part. Now, market created the low and a sweep of a low. So automatically, we're going to mark out this area like this. I'm going to mark out this area like this. I'm seeing current buys. Automatically, I'm going to mark out this area like this. So for me, I'm going to extend my stop loss below that area. And then now we have an area of Chief, I'm in a meeting. When I'm done, I'm going to sort it out. So we have an area of complex pullback. So now the area of complex pullback that is basically there is this particular area of complex that market mitigated. Just like I showed you guys in the other live analysis that most likely that's exactly what would happen. So if we expand this a bit, you see that this is the mitigated zone. This is the mitigated zone, right? That is here. Now, if I'm going to mark out, I'll basically be looking at market reacting below the sweep of the low area. That's the liquidity zone, right? So the liquidity zone is the one that is here. Market already cleared of this one. It's trying to push up price a bit. So what would then happen is I'm looking at the long position, say around here, and the long position would be this is lower area. So I'm looking at the pullback around this zone. Current buys on GBPAUD. So hold on for me a moment. And you have to basically apply risk. And so if we then look at this area, all right. So I'm coming, guys. I'm trying to finish up what I'm just sending here. Just give me a moment. All right, so that's basically what I'm looking at for GBPAUD. So for GBPAUD, you guys can see how I was able to like show you the live examples and how we're expecting market to basically react from this particular area that is here. I continue the fact again that this is on a 4-hour time frame, right? So this being on a 4-hour time frame, we should be able to see like some solid reactions, at least to the upside. And yeah, that's just it. So I'm going to be checking GBP and I'm going to save this chart and check GBP now to further complement what we've been discussing. Do you guys understand it thoroughly? Yes. Once you pay attention, I don't think you should find anything difficult here. But a lot of people just find trading hard because they try to jump from systems to systems without generating adequate profitability in one thing. And in life, if you keep jumping from one thing to another, you're really never going to find time to basically settle down and harness the power that you can possibly harness in one. So most of them just jump from systems to systems without actually creating structures for themselves. And it's very, very important that you do create structures for yourself because it's only when you create structures basically that some things basically come your way. If you basically don't create structure, you really cannot be able to make a lot of money for yourself. So it all boils down at the end of the day to, understanding what works for you and being patient enough to, stick with it. Last week, we analyzed GBP Last week, Monday, we analyzed GBP live. And I told you guys on the live session that you go and watch, thank God everything is all recorded. We analyzed GBP like even the good that we analyzed went in our direction. But the GBPUSD, I'm more particular about it because I was actually during the live session, I said, go and buy GBPUSD, go and watch the video. It was there. And I also sent the signal to our forex signal room. I sent the signal to our forex signal room. So it was all there. And look, fortunately for GBPUSD was able to buy at least GBPUSD was able to buy at least 60 pips in profits when I actually sent the signal live on this particular call. And it was all recorded. If you go back to our YouTube videos, you see everything. There's all been listed ever since we've been documenting YouTube videos on Monday live sessions. So one of the challenges a lot of people go through is that, and we all go through that challenge, yeah? But it's just that there's always going to be a difference between a professional trader and a rookie. So the difference is most people tend not to stick to a particular system. Sorry, they try to jump from systems to systems. So at the end of the day, if you keep jumping from system to systems without actually creating something that works for you, you are going to have a lot of problems for yourself. And at the end of the day, you would basically just jump from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing without truly perfecting whatever you were doing. So one of the major challenges a lot of people have when it comes to trading is that they don't understand the risks and they don't even know how to calculate or define their own risks as individuals. It's very, very important that you have a goal, have what you want to achieve. And it's very, very important that you also tend to always learn to withdraw your profit. A lot of people think, oh, because they made money today, they are going to stack the money. They won't basically withdraw and they will keep hoarding the money, hoarding the money, hoarding the money, and all that. At the end of the day, you need to understand the fact that you are basically trading in order for you to make money. You are doing a business so you can profitable. Go and check, guys. GBPAUD is currently 10 pips in profit from where I just sent the signal initially. So yeah, I wish there was a way to show you guys my profit. I think I'm already up about $220 or so. So most people literally don't just understand how it works, and most of them, you know, they just think, oh, it's all rosy, it's all bloomy. Trust me, even your faves, a lot of people that are making profit, everybody has losses, right? So you shouldn't allow whatever you are going through at the moment to basically define who you are. You need to set realistic goals and targets for yourself and understand the fact that you can actually scale by growing little by little. So as you guys can see, we're currently in profits. I think currently like about 12 pips in profits. So most people just tend not to understand that the only greatest competition you have whatsoever in your life is basically yourself. All you need to basically do is see how you can scale and become resourceful as an individual, right? And everything starts from understanding your own risk appetite. Most people don't understand their risk appetite. They don't understand why they are even trading. They are just doing it for doing sake. They don't see longevity in whatever they set their mind to. So at the end of the day, see reason as to why you are doing what you are doing. Have realistic goals. You are not in the business to impress anybody whatsoever, right? You are doing this basically because you want to take care of yourself. So once you start focusing on those things that are actually important, I think you would be able to see a certain level of growth. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So one very, very important thing is you need to basically see how you can become valuable. So when you become valuable, automatically money becomes a means of exchange for you. So the first thing you need to do in becoming valuable is that go and focus on the skill set. Focus on that one thing that brings the actual money, right? Which means you have to focus on becoming more valuable than you are already. I'm up $279 in profit. So you need to basically focus on you becoming more valuable than you are already. So once you automatically become more valuable, money now becomes a byproduct of you being a valuable person. So instead of most people chasing money, you should chase value, because once you have more value and you are more valuable than you are, you will basically get money. It is just the rule of nature, right? So most of us understand that if today Dangote decides to increase price of cement, most of us would complain. A lot of things in the economy, a lot of people will complain and stuff like that, but we don't have a choice, because at the end of the day, most people will still want to build houses. Most people, for instance, now the cost of fuel and stuff like that. So it's crazy how the economy might even tune to your advantage once people say how valuable you are. So one thing you should look at in all of your quests, this is GBPAUD. One thing you should look at in all of your quests is try to increase your skill set. Try to jump on more courses, more classes, even the free ones, the ones that are paid. Enhance your skill. See the beauty in seeking for more knowledge. And on the long run, automatically, things will start falling in place, because money will now become a byproduct of you being valuable. I see a lot of things on the internet where people say it's there already. You're still asking if it's biased. It's here. I see on the internet where people say stuff like, for instance, oh, why do people pay for mentorship, and stuff like that. If you go to school, right? You go to school and you go to school and you basically still run up mentorship. You pay your school fees, right? And then you don't even know if that is even a guarantee for you to become successful, but you still go ahead to basically paying school fees. Then why would you now come into the trading space or any other career opportunity you find yourself and start asking questions like, oh, would it work out for me? Or would it not work out for me? If you took risk of over 16 years of going to school and not being sure whether you're going to become successful with it or not, but school differentiates you from the norm, right? So at the end of the day, you need to be open to more possibilities. You need to be open to more risks as an individual, and you need to create an open mindset towards learning. And that's literally the only way, one of the ways you can scale up as an individual. So enough of what the year says, enough of all of the distractions. Focus on yourself and see how you can scale as an individual, and also pay attention to, you. So the first thing you need to do is increase your growth, which basically means go for more knowledge, see how you can become better as an individual with your knowledge. GBPAUD is in, I think, 14 pips profit right now. So see how you as an individual can basically scale with the knowledge that you have and then grow over time. I'm up about $300. See, $352. So see how you can grow. And then on the long run, you should eventually see some kind of growth and difference, right? So I pray that God basically guides every single one of you. And then so this basically wraps up our analysis on XAUUSD and the two other pairs. And as you can see, we traded GBPAUD live. So GBPAUD is currently buying, and I already sent the signal to the forex signal room, and they are up about 15 pips in profit. And I am also up almost $400 profit on this current trade here live with you guys. So yeah, um, I'm up about 387. Okay, 400 and is moving $415 profit. So, oh wow. Yeah. So I pray God, guides you guys as you go about your new week, and stay safe. So if you have any questions, kindly send it to my DM or our support team. We'll try to respond to you. And don't forget, we have our forex signal room that is actually free for you guys to jump on. So you can jump on it if you are interested, and you just send an email to goodearlydeals@gmail.com, or you send an email to support@goodearlydeals.com. We'll try to get you guys sorted, and stay safe. Make sure you let people know where you're going. I know everybody's all grown adults, but just try to take care of yourselves, and I pray God protects you. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next week, Monday. And bye for now, guys.